Lester, what's that? Oh, a special message from Cheryl. Well then, please go on. Okay, right. Yeah, it is this episode. I'm going to tell them. I will. Right, okay. Guys, I'm sure you heard none of that. Lester's wife, Cheryl, who you know, is very much looking forward to this episode, as she does weekly. But because of what is premiering this week on Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 53. That's right, Lester. Your wife is correct, and you are as well, to want, to yearn, to need, to long for viewing the short film that we filmed next door where my video store used to be several years ago. I've messaged the creator of the short film right now, and I'm awaiting a response as to when exactly we did film The Vault. Too long an intro? I don't think so. Folks, The Vault premieres this episode. It's Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 53. I already said it, but I gotta say it again.
What the hell is this?
I speak jive.
Will you stop?
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
They think they got the answers. I change the questions.
You don't like it? We don't care.
What a dumb thing to do. I bet you wouldn't have done anything like this if Mom and Dad were here.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy. Friends, you crazy cats, get on in here, okay? I know the anticipation. We already learned it from my producer and his lovely wife. They were waiting patiently for this week's episode, as were you, friends. I read it in the comments. A lot of you looking forward to the premiere of The Vault. And for those who didn't catch last week's episode, let me bring you up to date, as well as scold your bottoms, because there's no reason you should have missed last week's episode. It's okay, Lester. It happens sometimes. Push forward. The Vault was a short film that I filmed when we were in the video store in the front of my building, which is now an erotic spa. That's a true story. My friend Ryan was a volunteer at the video store while I worked at the video store, and he was a film and television guy at Ryerson. That's a university downtown Toronto. And he was assigned the assignment, that's right, he was assigned the assignment to do a short film. And he knew I wasn't Colin from Canada.
Real bad man.
Back then. I was The Vault back then, okay? It's my little alter ego we haven't really talked about on the program, Lester. Perhaps we should now. People would come in, what's that movie with the da-da-da-da, and I would know what it was, and hey, we don't have it. 50% of the time we didn't have it, Lester. So he recognized greatness in this man, this young man who worked at the video store, and he wrote a lovely little screenplay, and I starred in it. We're gonna get to that this episode, folks. But first, we have to do the welcome, and we have to do all the segments before the deep cut deep dive, okay, guys? It's worth the journey to come along with me, hand in hand, perhaps interlocked arms, through the segments prior to the deep cut deep dive. For instance, the wall particulars. Bullseye, that's 2 weeks in a row. Good coffee is always free. Swing it down. It's the 25th Winter Olympiad, and John is excited. His face has been glued to the camera, not the camera, the TV. We're not stopping because this is about the 7th time we filmed the welcome, Lester. Are you counting? It's 8. Thank you. Kurt Cobain. All right. You know. I don't know why I'm tilting because I could just do that. AmCan Connection, single greatest tag team walking the earth today. Do you know the tagline? It's on the robe. Are you sick of this friendship yet? Me and my man, my legend, my friend, my pal, my compadre, over at the Jason Nupp. He delivers the goodies over at the New 80s Revolution. Check him out if you haven't already, but I know you have because I tell you to on the weekly. Okay, this might be a little trickier. Ba-boom. Pen is taped as not to touch. It's not the original. We know where the original is. Are we going to throw it up? You're goddamn right we're going to throw it up. It's down south. Langdon, his brother, everybody. Down there, Mike D. They're enjoying the pen. They're taking time out of their busy day to take a moment and just look at it, much like I'm gazing into Lester's eyes, okay? It's on the bedroom wall. I've said enough. Newest addition to the backdrop, or background. I'm not stopping, although there's been several errors. The gold, the title, the strap, the championship belt that is now awarded weekly to the champion of Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell weekly poll. The champion from last week, we don't know if he's still there, is the Swedish chef. It'd be really good if he was there beside the belt, but I've already brought him home from the studio. Yeah. I don't like it, but I think we're going to go with it. Do I? Oh, I will. Okay. New conversational Scottish from the Queen Mother of Canada, John Riddell. He's got a new segment. I already tipped it off a little bit about the 25th Winter Olympiad, okay? New celebrity sponsor. Have I already said that? I think it was probably the first thing I said. I don't know. And we're not going back. There's a new clip, Gorilla Monsoon quote. You guys know the bloopers are going to be there. Everything's going to be there, okay? Not driving with Colin because that's the deep cut deep dive. And you guys know what the deep cut deep dive is. Guys, it's the short film, The Vault. Have I said The Vault 18 times from the introduction to the welcome? Lester, I have. Beads of sweat are forming. I feel them around the top hat. I think it's time to start the show.
Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Friends, apologies to you for I've made several mistakes. Several things have not occurred that usually occur in the welcome. So, Lester, I'm using my head. After I screw up, I use my smarts. It's the intro to the VHS, which I always have trouble with because all I do is talk about the pile, diving into the pile. I'm really excited about getting into the pile. Haven't seen this one from the pile in a while. Didn't mean to rhyme. It's not a crime. I shouldn't do time.
I can feel it. I can feel the power. Yes. Yeah.
So, what we're doing is we're continuing the welcome into the introduction to the VHS. And what have we forgot? I know. I heard you guys yelling. It's the quote from a previous episode, Watch the Glare, Colin. Feels like this is coming apart. Dollarama craftsmanship. Let's go to it. Read along if you wish to your loved ones or merely yourself. Who the hell buys antifreeze from the dealership? Episode 50. To my knowledge, an early segment of Driving with Colin. We're gonna throw it up, which is what we should have done in the welcome. We've already mentioned that. Let's get back to the chair. Also, I didn't tell you about that. I didn't tell you what time I'm filming. It's 11:30. Super Bowl's just ended. We won't talk about that. We're going to talk about that in the Gorilla Monsoon. It's 11:30 and you need an extra large coffee. And again, I have to apologize because the vending machine to my right that my poker players take drinks out of and don't pay me has no Diet Coke. That's all the non-existent people in the room need to stay quiet. But there's one man over there that definitely needs to stay quiet. Lester, I know. I have to crack something open, so I have to crack the enemy. We shouldn't even be celebrating this opening. I'm not even gonna bring it close to the microphone on the camera. I'm just gonna do it right here. See? Nothing. I must pause, Lester. No. I'm off camera, guys, but with the volume of my voice, you can hear me. I'm going to the Keurig coffee machine that is used by the aforementioned idiots at the poker tournament that I run, and I've come with a mere cheap coffee cup, because that's all that this Diet Pep, I can't even say the name, Lester. That's all this deserves. It cannot go in the Dr. Seuss commemorative tumbler. Diet Coke only. So that will not be used this episode. We're just going to use the cheapo coffee cup. Lester, I really shouldn't even ask for silence, but I must. It's all right. Here we go. Okay. Everything has been done for the welcome. It's time for 5 VHS and 5 Davids from the collection. Power Karate. Hunks with hats. Tai Chi for arthritis. Stretching to the classics. Friends, let me get my coordinates here as we get started with Blood for Blood. Survival is the best revenge. Lorenzo Lamas, James Liu, and Mako. An explosive action thriller with vicious twists and turns, Blood for Blood uncovers the secrets of the world's most dangerous criminal organization, the Yakuza. Officer John Kang dreams of a quiet life with his wife and child, but after a blown surveillance operation, those dreams quickly turn bloody when he is targeted for assassination by a ruthless Cambodian warlord. Now, plagued by memories from a forgotten childhood and trapped in the middle of a brutal gang war, he must fight to save his family as the world's deadliest hitman closes in for the kill. Some more action. American Cyborg, Steel Warrior. Okay? This is 1994 Canon Video, so you know it's correct when it's Canon Video. Who's this pretty boy? John Ryan? I mean, when I say pretty boy, you know the type of look that I'm referring to when I say pretty boy. Do I have to say I think he's wearing mascara? Okay. Next, the action continues and Lorenzo Lamas is here again. It's Snake Eater the original. Okay? As Dirty Harry, as dangerous as Deliverance. If you look carefully, there's a snake wrapped around him. Okay? If you like action, you'll eat it up. Junior is a big man with a big appetite for violence, a backwoods behemoth who loves murder, arson, rape, and torture. All in all, Junior is a real snake, and a snake eater is coming to get him. Lorenzo Lamas stars as the Snake Eater, a former member of a crack Marine search and destroy unit. Now he's a cop with a personal and lethal mission: search out and destroy Junior, the conscienceless killer who murdered his parents and kidnapped his sister. And he's going to take you along every thrill-packed inch of the way. Lorenzo Lamas, he's taking you along. Guys, you love him. He doesn't get much respect, but do you want to learn about golf with Rodney Dangerfield's Guide to Golf, Style and Etiquette? 1996. I don't have to tell you that this beauty goes for 38 minutes. Okay? We're going to finish off the VHS with Senior Week. Okay? It's the biggest party of your life. It's Senior Week. Michael St. Gerard, Devin Sky, and Lisa Bright, Lisa spelled L-E-E-S-A, head south for some extracurricular activities during Senior Week. It's finally here. The exhilarating, free-flying feeling that comes from only one thing in the world, the last day of classes before high school graduation. Now it's senior week, the shortest, wildest week of unlimited partying you'll ever have. But for fun-loving Everett, whose crazy antics entertained the entire class all year, senior week means writing a term paper for the beastly Miss Bagley, or he won't graduate. Everett decides that some opportunities in life just can't be missed. So with a little help from his friends, Kevin and Jamie, he kidnaps the class brain and they take off for the party center of the world, Florida. Amid a sea of bars, beaches, and bikini-clad co-eds, the boys experience paradise while the class brain writes Everett's term paper. But even paradise has its pitfalls, as Jamie's deserted girlfriend and the brutal Bagley arrive on the scene, ready to teach them a lesson they'll never forget. VHS done, and David's on the way. I'm reversing the order. Bordello of Blood. Did not pay $7.99 for this beauty. I would not pay $7.99 for any DVD, even if it is still sealed, okay? You need to pay close attention because you and I both know who is in this movie, okay? On the front, Dennis Miller. What is going on here? Hold on. My apologies for the technical difficulties, but I was trying to get an actress's name, which is under the $7.99 sticker, and her name is Erica Eleniak. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And you know Dennis Miller's in this one, and you know Angie Everhart is in this one. You also know who else is in this one. Keep it to yourselves until we get to it. Wisecracking private eye Raph Gutman investigates some strange happenings at a titillating bordello on the edge of town. It seems owner Madame Lilith and her luscious cohorts want more than money, they want blood. Soon Rafe finds himself up his... Rafe, I think it's Rafe. Is it Rafe? Rafe Gutman? Rafe Gutman? This is going to shit and it's the first DVD. Pushing forward. We're keeping it, Lester. They're loving how I'm falling apart at Bordello of Blood. Try to make a joke that I haven't even got to yet. Raph or Rafe, whatever Dennis Miller's name is in this movie, finds himself up to his neck in a den of hungry vampiresses, and battling the Reverend Jimmy Current, Chris Sarandon, a slick televangelist with an unstoppable talisman. Brimming with blood, lust, and wicked laughs, this is one brothel you'll visit again and again. The point is, Corey Feldman is in it. There's no mention on the front, no mention on the back, except if we dig deep in the credits, and I'm not even sure the camera can pick it up, Corey Feldman. We're keeping it. Invaders from Mars, one of the earliest sci-fi features and one of the biggies. 1952, guys, okay? 50th anniversary special edition, booklet and all. It's love, you guys know it. Guys, do you love Eddie Griffin? Do you love Ireland? Then you're gonna love Eddie Griffin Irish Jam. Don't even say it, you know we're reading this one. The town of Ballywood, Ireland, has a cash flow problem. To avert foreclosure, the townspeople devise a poetry I don't read these before, so forgive me, Lester. The professionalism is lacking. Shall I begin again? Let's begin again. The town of Ballywood, Ireland, has a cash flow problem. To avert foreclosure, the townspeople devise a poetry contest in hopes of collecting enough entry fees. Con artist Jimmy of South Central LA, on the run from bill collectors and a jilted lover, is the lucky winner. What follows is a hilarious fish out of water comedy with romance, heart, and a great message about community and acceptance. For the love of God, I hope this was filmed in Ireland. Charles Bronson, Messenger of Death. Something is ringy-ding-ding-ding-ding-a-linging in my head that we've covered this on a previous VHS. This is 1988. We're going to finish with a forgotten 1980s classic, okay? And I mentioned it before. You can talk about your Back to the Futures. You can talk about your Gremlins. You can talk about your Ghostbusters. On the horror side, you can talk about your Friday the 13th, your Halloween, your Creep Show, your Nightmare on Elm Street. Long pause, didn't need to be that long. When you talk about the comedies, Revenge of the Nerds, the list is endless. I've already done it with, you get it. There's one that sometimes is forgotten, but I know, my friends, when I raise this up,
You raise me up.
you'll know what I'm talking about when I say they call me Bruce. You guys know. You guys know. When Colin from Canada steps in front of the camera, he brings the hidden gems, okay? Do I need to tell you that I have the follow-up, They Still Call Me Bruce, on DVD? I do. In this high-quality transfer from a recently found pristine 35mm print, stand-up comic Johnny Yoon stars as an Asian immigrant whom everyone calls Bruce because he looks like action star Bruce Lee. Bruce, a cook for the mob, is duped into making deliveries of cocaine without knowing the contents of his packages. But when a crazy assortment of characters ranging from sheriffs and hookers to kung fu Krishnas catch on to what he's doing, he has to learn to fight. It's a great film to end on. That was 5 Davids and 5 cassettes from the collection. Bordello of Blood. I hope it truly entertained you, because that was an absolute debacle that I'm going to keep in its entirety. I hope you enjoyed.
Orndorff is ruthless, I'll say that about him.
Lester, I briefed the friends on it last week. Briefed. The fact that your wife, the footage will not, it's not going to last forever, okay? Although she will remain with you forever, she will not remain with us forever. So, as that time approaches, not quickly, we still have a small abundance of footage. But as that time grows near, we need to remember, I'm playing with an elastic band that I roll up Kurt Cobain in. We need to perhaps, just never forget, always appreciate, continue the love, as Lester does daily, for Cheryl. Okay? Does she know this guy standing behind her? Has she ever laid eyes on him? And Lester, what about the roads? What about the roads?
You have no idea who knows me. I'm not the rancher. I got marbles here. I have 2 boobs, not 6. Do you know you have scratchy toilet paper? I don't know that man. Do I know you? Laid eyes on him when I came in. Now, I don't know why we pay wheel tax, because guess what? They got to come up here and they got to beg. We have the worst roads I've ever seen.
Friends, will temperatures in double-digit negative degrees stop me from visiting my daily thrift stores on the daily? Yes, it will. Prior engagements and things I have to tend to have steered me away from visiting thrift stores on the daily, okay? Do I go Fridays weekly with Lynn Riddell to thrift stores? Yes. Under the weather she was last week, so we didn't. However, I still have some things over there that we're gonna get to right now. I've choked, I have something in my eye, and I literally had to write down how to say, will temperatures in double-digit negative degrees stop me from going to thrift stores? One hell of an intro, Lester. It's still in my eye. It's time for this week's thrift store pickups. John Dote Hit. Dote Hit? John Dote Hit. John DeHurt. Friends, we're going to the left. There's some library materials, so you know what that means. I was at the Streetsville Library here in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, and it was 10 items for $5. The quick math in your head is letting you know that these are 50 cents each. Dead Island 2, Day 1 Edition, Xbox Series X and the Xbox One. The Karate Kid Street Rumble, Xbox Series X, Xbox One. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 for the Xbox One. Far Cry New Dawn for the Xbox One. WEC 7, the official game for the Xbox One. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Xbox One. Soul Calibur 6 for the PS4. Darksiders 3 for the PS4. And Madden 23 for the PS5. My girlfriend got a 10th item, some book, not needed, but 50 cents each. Not bad. And let me tell you, some of these are brand new, never been borrowed, okay? The Karate Kid, it's brand new. I could show you, but the reflection would show you the other part of the studio, which you will never see. Was that suspenseful, Lester? No, it wasn't. Okay. Rest of the thrift store pickups. PJ's still hungry. You know her, you love her. She's become part of the force, if I may, part of the family. Diane Horner's Country Partner Dancing. We don't have it, guys. We don't, okay? Thank you very much. And it includes the two-step, okay? Thai Jiu-Jitsu. These two legends, let me give you the full title. Thai Jitsu, This Ain't No Easy Sweat. I don't have to tell you that that is a color photocopy. That is the cover. You're probably wondering who those two people are. That's Ty and Mary Lee. Last name's not given, but I won't read it, although I think I will, guys. North America is kicking and punching its way into shape. It's the workout that everyone is talking about. Watch your body change as you use this easy-to-follow cardio martial arts workout. The Thai Jitsu Basics program is safe and is geared to a variety of fitness levels and age groups. Martial artists have known for years the physical benefits of kicking and punching, and now you can too. This non-contact workout requires no previous martial arts experience. There's a lot more to read, which I won't get into, but you guys know that Ty and Mary Lee will not steer you wrong when she has that head of hair and he has that mustache. Okay? I thought this was comical until I read the background. This is Davey, the high school experience. And that guy kind of caught my eye for, I don't have to tell you all the reasons, until I find out he was in Nam and something blew up and disfigured him. So we're not laughing at Davey anymore. We were earlier, but we're not anymore. He was in Nam and he went through this. So he's gonna go to your high school and talk to your children, and then he filmed it for a VHS presentation, which I purchased. It's from 1987. It's really wedged in here. I need to tell you how long this goes for. Davey, where are you? God damn it, Davey. Now I'm gonna, no. 54 minutes and 56 seconds. Davey, you won't break me. Okay? Lester, I don't have to tell the friends what movie that's from.
You won't break me.
Guys, it's Davey, the high school experience. I've gone right off track here, but we're back. I know where we are. We're at the CDs, I know. Chris Novoselic was the bass player from Nirvana, and these are the two side projects that he did after Nirvana ended. First it was Sweet 75, and then it was Eyes Adrift. May I bring your attention to the first single, track 2 on the CD, called Alaska. We're gonna put the music video in the description. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. That's something I say before and say again before I even get to what I'm saying again that I've said before. It makes sense there, Lester. They followed along. The studio albums from odd artists aren't usually at the thrift store. For example, Al Green. You're gonna get the 20th century greatest masters, you know what I'm talking about, of Al Green. You're gonna get the greatest hits of Al Green, but you're not really gonna get the studio albums. Let's Stay Together and Call Me, okay? Trio 64, Bill Evans. Okay, I don't have to go any further with that. But I will say that he's on piano, Gary Peacock is on bass, and Paul Moshian, I'm saying that incorrectly, is on drums. Okay? Dr. John, are we gonna do it again? I don't know. We did it last week. This is the ultimate Dr. John. Of course, the greatest hits. Never the studio album, just last week we got Gumbo, okay? Dr. John again, and this was Groove Collective, Brooklyn, New York, 04/20/02, okay? It's a double disc. I looked it up on YouTube, and they got a pretty good sound. Perhaps I'll put the link to this in the description as well. Guys, that was Thrift Store Pickups, and these are stickers from the Thrift Store Pickups that you know I play with. Lester, they know. I hope you enjoyed.
Orndorff's going for the door.
Friends, I feel at ease with my soul. I feel at ease with myself as a human to push forward, look for the words, grab them, bring them in, and let you know I can comment on other professionals who make their living in front of the camera, Lester. Because we're all the same. We're all professionals. And we all feel the same pain, feel the same joy, cry the same tears. When it comes to performing in front of that camera, things go right, things go wrong. We're all the same, people. We're all the same. It's time for hard-hitting news.
Done something that is very good.
He was murdered.
But now he's dead.
Reach out to the man who died.
To the man.
Your mama, she's for free and everybody knows it.
Something sharp in his back. He thinks it was a knife. He was put on a bus. He was taken to an Arlington motel. And then all kinds of weird things started happening. Right now.
Friends, as mentioned earlier, the 25th Winter Olympiad is upon us. And that man down there has not much to do during the day except watch police chase videos on YouTube. He's turned his attention to the athletic competitions in the winter season in Italy. And every week, although the Olympics only go for 2 weeks, he will give you a up-to-the-minute medal count for the nation of Canada. Today is Monday, February 9th, and here is an updated to-the-minute medal count for the nation of Canada, brought to you by John Riddell, living legend.
How much is in butter? How much is in butter? How much is in butter?
Friends, Colin from Canada, in the palatial Riddell Estate kitchen. John is behind me making coffee, and it's that time of the year when the Winter Olympics are upon us. Yes, that's right. The 25th Winter Olympiad from Milan Cortina. And no one loves Olympic coverage more than the living legend John Riddell. So weekly, he will give us the complete tally count for medals won by Canada. Okay? Let's go to him right now. He's making coffee. John, you want to give us the total for Canada's medal count as of so far?
Well, so far, they only have one medal.
Okay.
A bronze in the women's 3,000 meter speed skate.
Okay. So
hopefully we'll have more tomorrow.
Okay. Next week we'll have hopefully more than one.
Yes.
Okay. Friends, we're back. Odd Tukon in the palatial Riddell estate, the kitchen. Johnny is over there. We have an updated medal count standing for Canada as of Monday, 4 p.m. Let's go to our man on the spot here. Johnny, we got another bronze. Now, the first one was in 3,000 meter women's speed skating. What was today's one? It was in...
The second bronze was freestyle skiing.
For the women.
For the woman. We got 2 bronze, but we're not doing very well.
No, we're not. But that's going to grow. Come next episode, it's going to be double digits in the medal count.
We hope.
Yes. Friends, for those ardent viewers who watch weekly every minute of this pale-faced kisser, you will remember last week when I was introducing Let's Go Through My Camera Roll, I let you know that I was inundated with a plethora of photos, so much so that I had to weed some out. Well, I know why I weeded them out. They're a little Tom Cruise risky business, you know what I'm saying? But I do have 4, and I've crowbarred a 5th one in there just to make it 5. Worst intro ever, Lester? It's in the top 3. Dry cleaning movies, mushrooms on toast. Just a couple of horses' asses. Electric pressure cooker, urinating. Passion fruit chest cake, Charles Barkley. Friends, hello. I don't need to turn as we have the particulars here, but there's a bit of an introduction to the first one. This one, as they say, I keep messing with the collar. I gotta pin it back so you don't know that it's not tight anymore. Guys, I shouldn't be the behind-the-scenes secrets. Lester, it's okay. The friends, they need to know. Just get to the first photo. I'm with you. We're getting there. Okay. As they say, this one's been in the chamber for a few months now, and I've been apprehensive, or dare I say it, one of my favorites, pensive, to pull the trigger on this one. But with the right introduction, the friends will laugh, Lester. If you go around and in the right way, it is amazing. I sometimes wonder, not sometimes, on a daily basis, I wonder when I encounter things that are pieces of crap, like poorly made, or what were they thinking? Not where, they were at their desk thinking of an idea. What were they thinking when they thought of this idea? Jason X, Jason in space? That's a good, somebody pitched that, Lester, okay? Hey, he just walks into the boardroom. Hey guys, I know the horror purists would love to take Jason out of his element and send him into space on a spaceship. But hey, it got greenlit and we have Jason X. You get what I'm saying? Is it made poorly? Is it a ridiculous idea? Someone has brought that to someone higher than them, and that person has said, I love it. Let's do it. Okay? And you guys know, the friends at home who are legends with the hero, part of the force, will agree you encounter it daily, okay? This first photo has the undisputed, undefeated championship title for what on earth were they thinking, okay? It harkens back to the Family Feud blooper where Richard Dawson asked, what is one crime you've always wanted to commit but wouldn't because it's illegal? And the guy from that TV show said rape.
Raping women.
Okay, what are we thinking? Photo number 1, I'm pulling the trigger. This is an actual product. Years ago, that was in my local dollar store. Let's throw it up. Do I need to read it? On MySpace, I'm legal. Can we take a moment, Lester? That was pitched at some production meeting of a company. And the board of however many said, love it. I love it. Underaged, Oh my God. Okay. World title. Like, what are you thinking? Photo number 2. Just a lovely spelling error. Let's throw it up, Lester. Toilet paper only, everything else go in trash. Everything else go in trash. They wanted this sign made, the sign was made, and in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words, they misspelt one of them. Yeah. It's one of those where we're scraping it, so let's go to it. Photo number 4, at the local flea market in Mississauga. It's the Dixie Value Mall. Friends in Mississauga will know. It's not on par with Westdale. But let me tell you something, friends. If you need a new pair of shoes, you go to Dixie Outlet Mall. I call it the Shoe Mall. And in the basement, that's correct, Lester, the Aroma. In the basement of that mall is a flea market that has been there for years. And we encountered this thing. Guys, do you remember this? This is easily the early 70s. You pop the quarter in, but now it's a loonie. God knows how they transferred the mechanics from a quarter to a loonie for this archaic piece, Lester. But you put the loonie in, and the marionettes do the thing. You'd think I would have put a loonie in and maybe filmed it instead of just taking a photo of it, Lester. Hindsight is 20/20. You guys know the saying. I just took a photo of it. But next time I'm there, we're gonna put a loonie in, we're gonna crank that sucker up. I looked in the back, Lester. The music is on an 8-track. No joke. Photo number 4, back to my buddy, the only other hero in this team, Langdon, lounging in the living room with Mike D taking the photo, and look what they've got on the screen, Lester. It's a production of greatness. It's us. They're watching us. I love the brickwork. If it's real brick, amazing. If it's just the paper brick facade, I love it even more, Mike D. And that curtain, I'm not missing it. I'm not missing it either. I love that as well. Get comfy and keep that on the screen. You guys know. Okay. 4 photos, and I just randomly selected a photo. Guys, it's photo number 5 to make it 5 photos. It's just Eric Estrada in all his previous glory. Chips. You guys know. You guys know. Eric Estrada. We've just gone through my camera roll. I hope you enjoyed.
Orndorff's gonna have to do something to rally here.
Lester, I've used the word bold. I believe I have. Another word I could use, bullish. It's Ray. It's Ray. His time is up for this visit, but I don't think he wants to leave, Lester. I don't think he wants to leave because, as you know, he believes that the 5 minutes don't apply to him when he's quoting the Constitution. And if that doesn't work, he's going to talk to Mr. Johnson. But at the same time, he has to leave. Guys, it's time for Ray.
Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city. Raymond Lyman, ridiculous. You calling me a liar? Well, I ain't gonna think about suing the city.
All right, your time's up, Raymond.
Well, the 5 minutes doesn't matter to me.
Raymond, you have to sit down.
Well, maybe I should talk to Mr. Johnson.
Well, you talk to him, but for right now, you got to.
Office again.
For right now, you got to step down, Raymond. Your time's up.
Friends, are the loved ones on either side of you, and is there an enormous bowl of freshly popped popcorn with butter in layers upon your lap? If the answer to that question is yes, I will proceed forward. What the friends have been waiting 1 week for. It's probably over a week now because this might be coming out on a Tuesday. I'm not too sure, Lester. We're filming Monday and I haven't cobbled it together. Lester, I said cobbled when I promised I wouldn't say that word any longer. I apologize to the friends, but Lester, you know what we have to do? Push forward. The vault is upon us, my friends, and after some diligent thinking in my head, I have put a year on when exactly this was filmed. I'm going with 2004 because there is a small reference to Napoleon Dynamite in the vault, and Napoleon Dynamite came out 2004. So I know we filmed this while Napoleon Dynamite was out, so we're going with 2004, friends. Let's just do a quick review. I worked at the video store, which is now an erotic spa in the front of my building. One of the volunteers that kind of helped out at the video store was named Ryan, and he was taking film and television downtown Toronto, Ryerson University, and they had to do a short film, each one of them. So Ryan came up with an idea of filming in the video store and using me as the guy in the story, because I'm the proverbial video store guy that states his own opinion on movies and such, you know what I'm saying, and had a big knowledge, still does, of movies. And most of the time we never had the movie that they were looking for, but I let them know that they had good taste in movies. Any hoot, we filmed it in one night on film, read the script the night of, sometimes read the scene before we filmed the scene, had to come correct. Very few missteps. There was no blooper reel on this one. Film costs money, guys. Okay? I think I've covered all the bases. It was a small group of people, but everyone got involved. Everyone in the movie helped on the movie. And I can't remember the gentleman's name, but the assistant director to Ryan was trying to frame me in a shot. And I believe the quote was, and he was Eastern European, Ryan, I'm trying, but his head is just so massive. His head is just so massive. Oh, and my buddy Pat's in it. You guys know, we talk about Pat all the time. Pat's in it as well. And he laughs at that quote to this day. His head is just so massive. Guys, it's time to enjoy my massive head in the seminal classic, The Vault. Please enjoy this week's Deep Cut Deep Dive. Lester didn't know what clips to take from the Deep Cut Deep Dive, so instead Colin from Canada is singing over this bumper. I assure you, this is real.
Excuse me, can you help me to find the Passion of the Jesus?
Sure, but first, I got a question for you. Do you like games? Do you like fun games?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I have this game in mind. You want to play?
Yeah, okay.
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 It's called Let's Get the Name of the Movie Right. Up high, brother. Don't leave me hanging. So now, Mr. Chan, right? Or can I call you Jackie? Because I don't know if it's just me, or maybe you sense it too. But I feel something. You and I are one. Jackie, baby. The Passion of the Jesus. For Christ's sakes, it's the Passion of the Christ. Side wall, facing the new releases. They're in alphabetical order. All you have to do, find the letter P, and Shazam!
Shazam, say Bakwaya. Oh, man, this is it.
Okay, all right. Thank you for shopping at 2-for-1 Movies.
Hi. I'm looking for a movie. I think it's called Sin City. I hear it's really, really amazing. Anyways, do you guys have it?
Sure. They don't call me the Vault of Knowledge for nothing. But enough about me, the man, the myth, the legend. Back to you. The movie you desire is located in our not even close to being released section, in between our beta movies and Atari 2600 games. Also in that section, you will find such classics as Karate Kid 8 and Alien vs. Gandhi. Now, judging by the look on your face, you're probably wondering about our not even close to being released section. As you should. Let me explain something to you. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Mr. Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio, is an enormous superstar. Not just star, superstar in Taiwan. And he doesn't have the time nor the interest in donning the gi yet again. And as for Alien vs. Gandhi, well, Gandhi's fucking dead. And even if he wasn't, Gandhi was a peaceful man. In other words, Sin City is still playing in your local theater.
So, do you guys have it?
I just don't know what to say. It's like I'm frozen anytime I'm 3 feet away from her.
Dude, just relax, man. Just introduce yourself to her. Then I don't know. Oh, ask her what movie she likes. I mean, you're like the Vault. You know every single movie in this store. So just impress her with your extensive knowledge of films.
But how do I go up to her?
You know, you're like Matt Damon in The Talented Mr. Hunting. You can think of something.
Good Will Hunting, Talented Mr. Ripley. Two different... Anyways. So then what?
Then I would recommend growing some balls and going to get them apples.
Oh, I gotta go. There's a...
Alright. Later, buddy.
Revolving door!
Hi. Can you tell me if you have Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind in the store?
Back wall, across
the fourth row. Suspense, right beside Entrapment.
Let me.
I kind of looked, and it's kind of not there.
Okay, let me look it up in the computer here. Damn it. They're all rented. I'm sorry. They're all rented.
Okay. Thanks.
Damn it. It's okay. I got it. Oh, fuck! It's okay. It's okay. I got it. I was actually looking for this one. It's the puppetry of the penis.
Excuse me. Have you seen this one?
No, sir, I have not.
Do you have anything with midgets and dark men?
Sir, we have midgets and dark men. I'm sure you'll be able to find one on your own.
Do you guys have anything with animals?
Sir, we don't have anything with animals, but I tell you what we do have. How about Brazilian she-males, or even better than that, sir, She-Man and the Master of the Universe. Why don't you go? It's around there. Take a gander at that. I think you'll be fine with that. Yep.
Okay, bud. Thank you very much.
Hi. Do you need help with anything?
I'm okay.
I'm Colin, by the way.
Jessica.
So, what exactly are you looking for?
I'm in the mood for something a little different tonight. Actually, do you have that movie City of God?
Actually, yes. We have 2 copies, but one is broken and the other one was never returned.
That's too bad.
But I have one at my house. I could probably bring in if you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, that's so nice.
This is one, right, buddy? Brazilian shemales is good, right? You say it's good, I buy. I go. Hey, where do I?
Hi. Excuse me. Hi.
Hi. Last 4 digits of the phone number?
3258.
First initial of the last name.
P.
Are you related to James?
Yeah. I used to be him.
And Orndorff wastes no time coming over and taking control of this match.
Friends, as you know, the clip of the week in recent weeks / recent months has been the exciting world of the game show. And I have been through several game show clips. And surprisingly, to myself, I found one I had never seen before, Lester. Always a treat when you find a clip you've never seen before and it brings a guffaw or chuckle to your face. Lester, I'm breaking records for atrocious intros this week. Don't you agree? There's nothing on these. There's nothing on these. You like it when I accentuate nothing and then use my hand gesture? This isn't improving the intro either, Lester. But we're sticking with it, because I got nothing else. Guys, it's time for this week's clip of the week. And sometimes the most obvious answers are the best.
When things aren't going my way, I'm thinking pasta. 2,500.
Here's the VHS collection.
Your Construction Safety Association.
Name a famous Peter.
Jack.
Peter. Very, very good. Peter!
Friends, ka-ching is not the noise you're hearing when it comes to the sports bets that I have put forth upon you. Super Bowl, Pooper Bowl, okay? Missed on the spread, and I missed on the over-under, didn't I? What was the final score? I should be ready for this, guys, but I'm not. And I'm not stopping. You're going to watch me look up the score of the Super Bowl that I didn't exactly watch. $42. So we missed on the over-under and the spread. Guys, you should have gone the opposite way. I apologize. That brings our record to an amazing call ESPN and any other sports media outlet, 2-8. We are dipping our toes, perhaps lower ankle up to our thighs, perhaps crotch, in the water that is future bets. Or futures bets would be the correct way of putting it. Guys, for those of you that know hockey, judging by these two upcoming picks, you will know that I don't follow it very well, but Lester, it's called a hunch. When we say to ourselves that we're going to put down some cash on some futures in the Stanley Cup department of this year, we are selecting, and guys, don't laugh, Buffalo Sabres 31-1 to win the Stanley Cup. And if we creep down lower into the lower tier, higher odds, the San Jose Sharks are 201-1. Playing along at home, those non-gamblers, perhaps they don't know, that's $201 for every dollar you put down. And in the opposite way, obviously, the Buffalo Sabres at 31-1 is $31 for every $1 you put down. Those are our futures bets, and get them in now, because once this gets out into the internet land via the YouTube homepage, I said homepage again, these odds are going to plummet because Colin is putting it out there. Guys, it's time for Gorilla Monsoon Quote of the Week.
Did you see that? Couldn't see it from our vantage point. Will you stop? All kinds of pandemonium broken loose here.
I hope the ring has been specially reinforced for this one.
Orndorff with the belt. Orndorff with a championship belt around his waist.
Friends, we've got results. They are to my right. We have a new challenger. And we know what they are competing for. If I can oh, yeah, I know how to do it. Guys, the gold's on the line. You stay tuned after this bumper. We're going to see if we have a new champion or still the same champion. Guys, it's time for this week's Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk Show and Tell Weekly Poll. Delta Force Pizza. Delta Force Pizza. To the right, 6 votes, 4 votes to 2. It could change, it did last week, but if it doesn't, the champion remains the champion. The Swedish chef retains the gold, my friends. It stays upon his waist for one more week, unless, of course, the voting changes before this episode is posted. Then it'll be another triple threat match. I tripped over that one, didn't I? We got a new challenger, and he is a underrated character when it comes to Muppet characters. Let's bring him up here. Guys, it's Pops. You know he's the stage doorman on the Muppet Show, but also in a commanding performance, he, of course, is the Happiness Hotel lobby guy in the quintessential greatest Muppet movie ever made, The Great Muppet Caper. Let's take a look at Pops, trying to avoid the glare. Pops comes with Gaffer the backstage cat, Happiness Hotel lobby desk ringer, desk lamp, fly swatter, quest book, and figure base. On the back, name, Pops, job, stage doorman, special talents, snoozing, napping, sleeping, snoring, likes, waiting for vaudeville to make a comeback, dislikes, being awakened from a sound sleep to work. Swedish chef, okay, get ready for your next challenge for the gold. It's Pops. I can see the strap around this waist. I can see it, guys. I don't want to influence the voting. Lester, I don't. I never do. I just tell them to vote and give them the options. It's all in their hands. And one day we'll break 20 votes. It's a dream, Lester. Guys, vote now.
An atrocity! This is horrible! I'm telling you, Orndorff won the match earlier!
Friends, as previously mentioned, perhaps I didn't, Lester, I can't really remember. This is a separate day of filming. It's another day. Before, it was Sunday night. Now it's Monday afternoon. They don't care. Do they? They do. What? It's a blooper for the intro to the blooper, Lester. That's what it is. And it's not on purpose, friends. You might think I'm seamlessly intertwining a blooper with a real-life introduction, and I'm playing to the camera as making it look like a blooper, but that was literally me screwing up. Let's see how many times I've done that this episode. In this week's bloopers. What am I doing? Gotta stop saying, What can I tell you? Try again, son. What am I, deep in thought up in here? That's here nor there. You are actually laughing? It rolls off the tongue, Lester. I don't have to repeatedly say it. That's what they're competing with. For. They are... He's excited about the 60th, 20... Further on in the... Should have just gone with the first take. The first take was fine, Lester. They are... Look out. Okay. I've heard from the viewers who were friends not done... Sometimes I think I'm not saying the word correctly, but I am. I don't know what has come over me, but my apologies for the technical difficulties. It's Bordello of Blood. And let me get the name correct. Erica Eleniak. Does she know the man behind her? Has she ever laid eyes on her before? I said brief. Brief them? You like that? No. No. I am... When it's not working, you just stop talking, you itch your head, and you stare into the camera. And or... Friends, will temperatures in double-digit negative degrees stop... What was the opening of the mouth, Lester? What was that? Did you catch that? Friends, will double-digit negative degree... Friends, will negative degrees in double-digit form... Friends, will double-digit minus... Will double-digit minus temperatures will minus degrees double... And they had, let's just start that again. Items are already here. I've already turned to the left on the last take. They're already here, Lester, can I say already here? Not already here. That was me looking at the time. I can comment on videos where perhaps the man or woman stumbles over what they're trying to say. I can comment on that because nowhere is it more prevalent than at Colin from Canada presents Colin from Kit. Those playing along at home, Lester, we're just gonna pick the ear. Is that what I said?
Let me tell you, I'm sure that we have not heard or seen our last of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
Learning, you know, gaining knowledge, becoming a better you through me and what I have to present to you, both out of my own mouth, my own vision. But the characters that live here on Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. What am I saying? Yes. The things Mom, Queen Mother of Canada, has a couch in the living room. The palatial Riddell estate has a living room with a couch and a side table. On that side table is a notebook where Lynn Riddell writes down Scottish sayings to say to the friends, to the viewers, to the legends, I'm the hero. Lynn Riddell is the teacher, Queen Mother of Canada. Really going around, but I'm circling back, Lester. I've drifted. I've meandered far, and I'm returning. What I'm trying to say is I haven't kept track of what Mom has said on this show. There's a good chance we may have heard this one. I don't think we have. Let's get some interaction with the viewers and let me know in the comments. Has Queen Mother of Canada already said this? I said already again. R-a-D. That's enough. Guys, it's time for Queen Mother of Canada, Conversational Scottish.
He's spitting on his pan loaf. He's spitting on his pan loaf.
Basking in the awe-inspiring glow of celebrities has diminished when we realize they're just like us. Their status becomes lowered when we do everyday things with them. Lester and I, we become celebrities ourselves by having lunch with RoboCop, enjoying breakfast with Charles Bronson, okay? Dinner with Captain Louis Albano, experiencing the environment that the California Raisins grew up in, okay? Gene Simmons and bagels, okay? Richard Dean Anderson and modern art takes us down. We're not celebrities anymore. We're just common people doing common things. Pat Sajak at the bingo hall. You're wondering this week, what did you and Lester get up to with Reggie Jackson? Friends, I could give you a million guesses and you wouldn't even begin to crack away at the egg that holds the answer of what we did. A tattoo convention. Okay? Reggie Jackson, not known by many, is a fan of the country's flags and was looking to get the country of Malta, their flag, tattooed on his right shoulder, back here. That's my left shoulder, so over here. Guys, I don't even want to use the word celebrity, Lester, because they're just like us now. And this fine lady is no exception. Guys, it's time for this week's sponsor. And I can't even say celebrity anymore, although I just did.
You ever had Indian food?
Will you please stop?
Catch it.
The Empire of Taste. Will you please stop?
Catch it.
Chemical dependency is a family disease. You can't live with an addict or alcoholic and not be affected by it. Don't wait for them to change. Get help for yourself now.
Lester, I would, but I haven't shaved the head yet. Have I played with the collar? Okay, dare I say it, Lester? Have I fiddled with the collar all episode? I just wanted to get that clip in. I love it so much. Guys, it's time to salute you, wave goodbye, thank Lester as well as you guys for being with me for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? taking the feeling of this pressing onto my forehead and putting it upon yourselves. Feeling my forehead on yours. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed The Vault. I thought it was a good little addition to the program. It will be posted separately as well as in this episode. In case you ever want to view it without trying to figure out, wait, what number episode did Colin premiere The Vault? And you'd have to say, Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk, episode 53 was the premiere of The Vault. You don't have to do that, Lester. We're going to post it separately in addition to included in this episode. That's what I provide you, the friends, with. Things are happening here on the program. I always like to leave you with a cliffhanger. Yeah, we can call it a cliffhanger, Lester. We will, because they know about the cliffhanger. Who shot JR? Hell of a cliffhanger. Can't really think of any other cliffhangers right now. If I stopped production and came back, I could probably come with 5, but off the top of my head, that's the only one I can think of. Pushing forward. Next week, if you look at your calendar and you add 7 days to around this time, it gets to Valentine's Day. I do like to celebrate the holidays here on the program, and Valentine's Day is no different, Lester. We are going to try to incorporate Valentine's clip of the week, Valentine's hard-hitting news, Valentine's Queen Mother of Canada conversational Scottish. We're going to try to put Valentine's Day a heart stamp on every segment here on Colin from Canada presents Colin from Canada's Good Junk. And if done correctly, Lester, we are going to, I don't like to give things away, but we will be taking the viewers to a place they've seen before, a place they have grown to love, and perhaps we're going to get additional footage. That's all I can really say. It's quite vague. I understand that, guys, but you've seen this place before. And the wonderment it has brought to your heart is, I was going to say indistinguishable, but that's not the word. It was just amazing, and that's not the word either. I'm searching in the distance for the word, but unique? No. Lester, I can't get to it, but they know where I'm going. They actually have no clue what I'm talking about, but that's part of the shtick. I'm really working the chin there. Okay, goodbye. Guys, the pepperettes are a firm $12. There is no haggling.
Die Paperrates seinen Steifig $12 ein Aufdinger.
A recognized symbol of excellence in
dramatic comedy.
Dewey Decimal System? Backseat driving? Computers? Abba? No, go ahead. A small vice-like object.
No, it is not a small vice-like object, and there you go again, wasting more of our time with another one of your stupid guesses.